This is Sherman DeJohn. We're here with Derek Meany, General Manager of Beaches Turks and Caicos, standing in the brand new Treasure Beach Village. We're going to get all into the details of this $150 million expansion. Ready to dive in?
100%, and a warm welcome to all the travel advisors and listeners on this podcast. Let's get some fun. Are you ready?
And this is Insider Travel Report. Derek, congratulations on the opening of Treasure Beach Village. As general manager overseeing this expansion, how does it feel to finally welcome guests to the property? And what has the reaction been like so far?
You know, everybody loves to have what they call job satisfaction. I don't think there's any greater than when you can put a smile on someone's face, when they're wowed, when they see something as amazing as what we've created here with the Treasure Beach Village. From the look and feel of a sandcastle, to the energy and vibes of the team members and all the experiences that come with the culinary journeys that we have created, this is the place to be.
So give us a little snapshot of the Treasure Beach Village. 101 multi-bedroom suites, new dining, new pool complex. Walk us through that guest experience from arrival to unfortunate departure.
You know, I'm going to go totally off. That's all the wonderful words that everybody in the industry uses. Think about this. When you're in bed at night and you're dreaming of a perfect vacation spot, where the sun is absolutely perfect, where you're on the #1 beach in the world, where the water is so gentle and pretty, with the colors and the hues of the blues and the greens, when you walk in and a guest knows your name and they remember your favorite drink, when you walk around and you have such wide options from a third generation of family, even maybe a fourth generation family traveling and so forth, this is the spot to be. And with amenities like no other place we have surprises for you.
So for travel advisors, Beaches Turks and Caicos now has 5 villages across the property. How does Treasure Beach Village integrate with the existing resort experience? Do guests here have full access to everything else across the property, or is it meant to be more of a standard?
Absolutely. You know, we have 5 villages. Each of them have a very unique character to them. And adding this one, it's just like showcasing to the world where we're going with Beaches 2.0. With all the new beaches that we have coming up in the next couple of years, this kind of gives you a taste and feel of what we're going to be doing with. We're very proud to have it at Beaches Turks and Caicos in Providenciales. So come on down, you got to take a look at it.
So let's talk a little bit about accommodations. You've got everything from 2-bedroom ocean view suites to 4-bedroom reserve villas with private pools and rooftop telescopes. What are some of the standout room categories advisors should be recommending, and what types of groups are these best designed for?
You know, it's a great question. So all of our room categories that we have, not only here, but this one, we always learn from our mistakes. We are our worst critique. We give ourselves the challenge. Every time we do something, we must do it better. And the best way to do that is listen to the travel advisors, listen to the customers and what they're saying. So all these rooms here are much larger than anywhere else. The space on the balcony, when you go out there, a family of 10 can be sitting on the balcony together, watching the sunset, or having a great conversation about something in life. And those are the memories that we carried forever. Those rooms having 2 bathrooms, some of them having 2.5 bathrooms, and the large ones, of course, have 4.5 bathrooms. When everybody's up and getting ready or rushing for dinner, everybody has their own space. And that's the uniqueness of it. And that all blended into that look and feel of the coral stone that gives a depiction of a sandcastle on the water's edge. There's nothing more beautiful.
So you're really trying to capture that kind of multi-generational travel, large family travel.
Definitely. We find more and more that a lot of the families are coming with 3 and 4 generational families, and to be able to create something for each and every one, that everybody has a unique space and where they can also gather at the same time in their own space makes a big difference.
The chairman's penthouse suite is getting a lot of attention. 28,000 square feet, dramatic staircase, sleeps up to 10 guests. Can you paint a picture of what that suite looks like and who's best positioned for that one?
You know, in technology, I think they call it Cloud 9. You feel like you're in Cloud 9 when you open those doors and you look down over on the infinity pool that goes straight into Grace Bay Beach, #1 ranked beach in the world for many years, into the Caribbean Sea with those colors of the water. That just takes your breath away. But the finishes and what we have with all the butler services that is created and the rooms and the amenities and so forth, there's just nothing better. I personally would live there.
The switching gears to the dining lineup, you've introduced some new concepts here. So you brought Butch's Island Chop House from Sandals over to Beaches and adjusted it for a Beaches audience. You've got the Pinto Food Hall and the Brew Coffee Bar. Kind of walk us through the culinary experience at Treasure Beach Village and how what guests should expect.
You know, well, let's start. When you wake up in the morning, you definitely need a good cup of coffee. And Brew is like the baby sister of Bloom of Sandals Duns River. We have the Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee right here with us in Turks and Caicos.
It's strong.
It's amazing. It gives you that perk that you need, that upliftment and so forth. And by giving it to you with a warm smile, a generous smile, and by someone that remembers your name after your second visit, that makes a difference. You know, we just talked about the generational families, and it's very unique. And that's what makes Pinto so amazing. It is a state-of-the-art food hall. So if you have a 3 or 4 generational family in there, and they all sit down in a normal restaurant, somebody's always, I don't really want to be in this restaurant. But when you go to Pinto, 4 options, the Mexican, the Asian, you name it, from the islands and so forth, the Italian, everybody has something that they feel and want and so forth. And it's just a happy atmosphere when you have that.
It's not easy to execute on 4 different cuisine types simultaneously. What kind of challenges does that come with?
You know, there's no challenge. The secret is creating a family. When you have a team that becomes a family and they're brothers and sisters, they look out for each other. And so we have a secret method, and it's just one big happy family taking care of everybody. Somebody slips, drops, or something goes wrong, bam, they're right there to catch and things. So the clients rarely ever see any of the mistakes that happen. But it's so tasteful, so unique, so colorful, and the food is just so amazing.
And we're sitting in Butch's. Butch's, it's a very, very beautiful space. Tell us a little bit about
You know, I don't want to make my fellow Butch's restaurants in the family feel a little bit, but I definitely think this has to be by far the most sophisticated, sexy Butch's we have come up with so far. I mean, how many of them they have dry aged steaks? We got this, we got it all. But to be located right here and you know what they've created with the atmosphere and allowing to have children to come in to have a fine dining experience with their loved ones, with their parents, their grandparents, there's nothing better than that. And the menu is catered for all ages. So wow, this place is so popular.
On the logistics side, are reservations required for these restaurants? And what other eateries are available across the rest of the property?
So we have over 30 restaurants to choose from. So if you stay here for a week, you have to come back to get the rest of them. But only Butch's and Kimonos really require a reservations, and that can be done once on resort, and we have all of that set up. And it's going smooth. We've actually, due to the popularity of this restaurant, we're testing to see if people would like to dine even further. So right now we're going up to 10 o'clock for the last seating, and believe it or not, it makes a difference. People are like, yes. So if a couple wants to have that romantic adult, they dine later at night. For the families, they dine a little bit earlier.
So you've got a 15,000 square foot lagoon-style pool kind of centering this whole village with 3 whirlpools, a water slide, a splash zone, and a swim-up bar. What makes this pool experience unique and differentiated from the other villages? And how does it work in with some of the existing Pirates Island, water park, and some of the other aquatic amenities?
So we've taken what works and what we've learned over the years, what is best. So we have a slide just like the water park. So if somebody wants to stay here with the young family and so forth, it's beautiful. But just being, you know, in the way forward, the modern look and feel of what we're going to be doing with the beaches, this is a great experience. And this helps us, you know, and helps the couples also and the families that are here to kind of think, oh, wow, yes, we can't wait to see what happens with Beaches Barbados, Beaches Bahamas, and so forth. So it's a great exposure to what's going to happen. The uniqueness is that we've changed up the look and feel and how it meanders and so forth, and the trees and the foliage that we put inside. It really sets you apart. You really feel like you're on top of the world.
Yeah, I know we were at the Italian Village the other day, and it's much more open, yes, expansive, and this has a little more secluded kind of corners, much more curves. It's a very different layout.
And don't forget the sunken areas where you can sit down and have a thing. I just saw some families playing board games yesterday evening, and they're having a blast and, you know, drinking a little pina coladas and so forth. It was beautiful to watch.
Customers and guests, for those who are wellness kind of oriented, tell us a little bit about the amenities on property. I understand you have a spa. We played pickleball earlier this morning. So tell us what they can expect if they want to kind of focus on their wellness during this trip.
You know, it's amazing. So wellness is such a great part of our lifestyles, and beaches are able to deliver that. Beaches Turks and Caicos, we take it to another level. We have the tennis courts, we have the pickleball courts, you name it. We have the spa with all the special treatments that we can offer you. But what's uniqueness, we also have the Sesame Street characters, and they do exercise and stretch exercise in the morning with the kids. Right here on the beach at Treasure Beach, we have music being played in the mornings 3 times a week, and people can go and they have yoga mats and stretching out there on the sand. What better place to do that? But it's the uniqueness, it's where we are and the location, the beauty of the islands. And to be on this great beach, just to get up in the morning with your family or just your loved one and take a stroll, 15 miles of beach. And it's absolutely to die for. And if you get a little hot, just dip in the water and come out. You'll be amazed to know how many of the family members like to do that.
So notably, you're introducing the Starfish Cinema. It's a 32-seat theater. Tell us about that space. What's the programming like, and is this something the families need to book in advance?
You know, it's a great little story behind Adam was on a travel with his family, and he came across something. He said, wow, we need to add this to the experiences that we create. So we came up with the Starfish, and from when you walk in, you can help yourself to your own popcorn. You don't have to be paying for it. It's a great, and the kids say, I can do that. Yes, you can. From the snacks, from the sweets and so forth, from the juices, the sodas. So it's just like amazing. And then when you meander in and you sit down, what we've noticing is that it is a favorite with the families, whether it's the grandparents or spending some bonding time with the grandchildren, or the family on the whole, and they sit there and you see them holding hands and laughing. Again, another memory that's created, not just for you, but the entire family that they will share.
You talked a little bit about the beach, but we're going to talk about it again because it merits it. Grace Bay Beach, it's right at the doorstep, consistently ranked as one of the world's best beaches. For guests staying at Treasure Beach Village, what's the beach setup like, and are there dedicated kind of water sports or unique experiences that guests can enjoy?
So water sports, we actually have water sports right across all the villages on the beachfront. So yes, I would say the one that really stands out for me and being an avid diver is scuba diving. Being here in the islands of Turks and Caicos, this is probably one of the best dive sites, from the marine life, the coral formations and so forth. And we have the best team here, all PADI certified instructors. So that is very, very popular. But what you see a lot of is just, you know, the kayaks where a family can just jump on, or grandparents can take a grandchild and they can go kayak in a beautiful kayak out there snorkeling and be looking right through because it's a see-through, and they're looking down and they see a starfish, or they may even see Nemo swimming around, you know. They have a lot of fun with that. So all of it is there and it's included, and that's what makes the most. The value that's added with the water sports is quite amazing.
Yeah, we did a catamaran and snorkel excursion the other day, and it was really special, and there was a special island with just iguanas on it.
That's right, the iguana, favorite amongst the kids. You know, I'm really surprised how many people love big lizards, which an iguana. But that's quite unique, and they're actually protected on the islands and so forth. And they're quite friendly as well. Don't feed them.
You've had some time to walk the property, see it come to life, really immerse yourself in it. Do you have a personal favorite space or hidden gem in Treasure Beach Village that guests shouldn't miss?
Wow, you know, that's probably the hardest question you're going to ask me. Let me say this to you. There's something for everyone. So depending on my mood or what I'm looking for that day is what makes it special. You know, being Jamaican, and I miss my, you know, special cuisine, I love to go over to the Jerk Shack and see Susan. Great smile, great personality, all the guests love her, but she makes sure you get the best jerk chicken, pork, and you get a little beer to wash it down. That's really feeling Caribbean style. I have to say, Pinta has become my favorite. When I go in there and I see the energy from all the families and what they're doing and having an amazing time, it's absolutely beautiful. If I was on a date though, I would take her to the Sky restaurant. Here you are elevated when the sun is setting on Grace Bay Beach. You're bound to score some brownie points.
There we go. So we've covered a lot of ground. Is there anything about Treasure Beach Village that we haven't touched on yet that you think advisors should know?
It's simply this: we're here for each and every one, whether it's a couple or family, a single family, a triple family, you name it, whatever meant of generations, we have it for everyone. We have thought of everything, and we continue to do so, and we'll always go forward. But I just want to say a special thanks to each and every one of the travel advisors that helped make this possible for us. We would not be here without you today. And I just want to say a special, special thank you. And as we say in the Caribbean, one love.
Well, Derek, thank you so much for this comprehensive overview. Congratulations again on this exciting opening, and wishing you nothing but success.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your stay.
And this is Insider Travel Report.